Chef Daniel Eddy of Rebelle Restaurants.
Patrick Cappiello of Rebelle Restaurants.
Thank you for being here. So what's on the menu for today?
We're gonna be doing some blinis. They're like mini pancakes.
Okay.
They're just the vessel for what's gonna be the star of the show, and that's gonna be caviar.
I do love caviar.
You've made pancakes before?
I mean, you know, it usually comes in a box and I just add water to it. But this is there's a few more ingredients.
We're gonna start off with this here, a little buckwheat flour, your sugar, your salt.
So flour,
crackers.
sugar, salt, mixing those together.
Mix it in.
Yep.
We're gonna now take a little bit of milk.
A cup of milk and 3 tablespoons of butter in a pot, and
We're just gonna melt this down so then we can add this.
You know, I think people are often intimidated by caviar. I think many people probably don't even explore the opportunity of eating caviar and the fun that comes with it because they're intimidated by that. But nowadays, there's opportunities to get caviar at kind of almost all price points, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you can spend a ton of money on caviar, but you can also get stuff that's relatively affordable.
That's one of the great things is caviar was really expensive when it was wild. Now with farms, it's brought the price of caviar way down and the quality's still delicious. So you see how the consistency is nice and smooth now?
Yeah.
Splattered everywhere.
It's all
It's
counter.
good.
It's all over my t-shirt.
Ah.
Why didn't I get an apron? That's probably one of the times where I could have used one.
Now the egg gives it a little bit more richness. We're gonna sort of let this hang out for a minute.
When you think of caviar, there's always the few ingredients that you use as like toppings, right? You have your pancake or some sort of bread, and then you add the caviar and then all the other good things.
Well, we're gonna look at some of those now.
All right.
Here we have our egg that's tammied. We have some cornichons that have been made into a cute little die, crème fraîche, chives, and shallots.
I love it.
Now we just gotta make some pancakes. The appropriate size for a blini is 2 inches in diameter.
Okay.
It's like a nice size that you can sort of pick up with your hands, maybe even fold it over like a mini taco.
But you want it to be like kind of one bite, right?
One bite too, yeah. Because you take one bite, then it all falls over, and
caviar, that's no good.
that's no good. So
you're gonna butter up a pan.
see if we can hit the 2-inch marker.
I have a ruler in my pocket. I just want to warn you right now.
That's what it is. As soon as you see the bubbles on the other side sort of dry out, then you're gonna flip it over. You see it smells a little nuttier. You smell that buckwheat. There we go. That's more of the color that we want to go. So they'll do. They'll do the trick.
I'm starting to get thirsty, so
As am I.
let's open something here. So when it comes to pairing caviar with beverages, there's 2 main schools of thought, right? Champagne is probably one that comes to people's mind. People say it's because of the texture with the bubbles, just like the kind of pop you get from the caviar. So we're gonna test that theory today. So this is Chartron Taille, which is a young guy named Alexander Chartron. One of the great examples of the next young generation who have taken over the process of making champagne in the region. There's a little bit more of a handcrafted kind of approach. They don't make as much wine, so maybe there's a little bit more attention to detail. So an exciting time for champagne.
Yeah.
Alexander makes wines in a really interesting fashion. He often blends a little bit of older wines in with his newer wines to make the wines that have kind of a more nutty and rich profile. So this is a blend of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
It's almost like reminiscence of the buckwheat.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So the caviar that we got here is actually farmed in Bulgaria, and it's osetra caviar. Osetra is the type of sturgeon that they're pulling the roe from.
One of the most famous,
One of the most famous.
Yeah.
You're supposed to eat it with a mother-of-pearl spoon.
Yeah, why is that? What is the reason for that?
Well, they say that basically it has no flavor. If you use a metal spoon, you can get some off-putting flavors.
It's great, like the perfect amount of saltiness on that caviar.
It's nice with the
champagne, right? You feel the bubbles from the champagne popping, textural similarities, and that's always the philosophy behind that. There's another philosophy when it comes to pairing beverages with caviar. Vodka is the other often paired beverage to caviar. With vodka, the idea is that it's clean. Like vodka is the most clean liquid in the world, right? It's just pure alcohol, essentially, and water.
vodka almost plays like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Kind of like just washes it out.
And that's kind of the idea, yeah.
Because then you go back to it, and then you're like, oh wow, I'm tasting this for the first time again.
Although if you wait a minute, all of a sudden the caviar flavor kind of rushes back. Like the vodka kind of cleans it off, but then whatever's there is almost purified in some way. So let's make these, you took all this time. Let's actually like construct one, yeah?
All right.
Can I do my own thing, or am I going to follow your direction?
Do your own thing.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take a huge portion of caviar.
It's nice because they're all so colorful. You know, you think of the yellow of the egg yolk, you think of the green of the chives, you know, the red of the shallots, and then you have the beautiful pearls of the caviar.
Yeah. Wow, so you went on the caviar on top.
Caviar on top.
It's like a caviar taco, you're right.
is.
Do you have any salsa? Well, cheers.
Cheers. It's been delicious.
That's
Taco.
great. Best taco I ever had. Tacos and champagne. That's great. Oh. When the caviar is on its own, I almost kind of don't want to drink anything with it. I just want to eat the caviar, or maybe just have the vodka to clean my palate and get back in it. But when it's a complete dish with the blini and all the accoutrement, I think that the champagne is almost the better pairing, so.
Well, there's something about all this, like it's all convivial. Champagne is always like evokes the idea of a celebration, of people like coming together and just having a party with it all. And like caviar and all this, it's like there it is, it's the center. It's sort of like make your own as you like it, just sort of go with it and just have fun and, you know, just blow it up.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, Chef, thanks so much for taking the time today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Santé. Probably the most famous place for rosé. It smells good. It smells pretty fruity. It smells like rosé from Provence. Yeah, it's pretty dry, pretty fresh. I'd give this like a B. Yeah, not bad.